brightness on this, so it's recording. Wow. Okay, so yeah, what I want to talk about today is kratom, and if you don't know what kratom is, you might know what it is now because of the government. But kratom is a like powder that's green, and it's made from a leaf in Southeast Asia. So I don't know. I kind of see it as like a health medicinal product. Feel good, it'll take away pain if you have back pain, if you have any sciatica, whatever. Tweet this at a congressman, at a senator, at like a local senator or representative. Tweet this at Obama, Hillary, whatever. Like spread this around, get this trending, send this to somebody. I'm going to put a link to the petition below, and I'm also going to give you the number if you want to call a congressman and talk about this. I don't think there's a, I mean, there might be a deadline to do this, but call anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what day it is, whatever. So here's the number. I'll put that in the link below, 202-224-3121. So yeah, again, 202-224-3121. Call them. Like, okay, so again, I wanted to sort of talk about how I take kratom or how I use it now. Kratom is, a lot of people put it in capsules, like capsules that you get, like vitamins, like those little clear capsules, like biotin, L-lysine, acacia berry, garlic, like cranberry pills. Like it looks like cranberry, but it's green. Like it's a green, like leafy, it smells like grass. So that's what kratom is. And yeah, I mean, you could take it like in the morning with your vitamins. You could take it at night before you go to bed. It helps you sleep, it just relaxes you. I mean, unless you've never taken it before and you take a lot, then you're going to get feelings of like euphoria. Like it's just a body high. You'll feel like everything in life is perfect. Your body feels cozy. You feel so sleepy and tired. Like it'll knock you out. It'll make you go to sleep. Pretty much. Sometimes I drink it in orange juice. That's what I do. I put like a little teaspoon in orange juice. I just want to say, I do not do any drugs. I've never done any drugs. I've never had a problem with drugs or anything like that. I don't even smoke weed, right? Like, I'm too afraid to smoke weed. I'm 4'10", 90 pounds. I've always been a small girl. I've had some scary experiences with marijuana before. I really have. So yeah, I mean, for most of my life, I've been prescribed Paxil, and recently I've had really, really bad anxiety attacks and panic attacks. Hard breathing, feel like something's wrong with me, might have to call the ambulance, and I never do, but for a while when I was living in New York on my own, I thought something might be wrong with me, and I became a hypochondriac, and I would stay up at night freaking out, like in the weirdest feeling I possibly, like, have never felt before. I thought I was gonna die, and I was terrified. I don't know. So I was prescribed Xanax, and I didn't really take it much. And I know a lot of people that are extremely addicted to Xanax, extremely addicted to like Oxycontin. But I haven't gotten sick in like 2 to 3 years. I mean, I used to get sick all the time. I was always getting sick, and I was always stressed out and anxious, and I don't know. I mean, my life has significantly improved since taking kratom. And I'm able to do things a lot more now, and not feel any pain, especially like voice, vocal cords, swelling, like anything like that. And I think that was all mainly like anxiety and psychological, like whatever. I mean, just to kind of go to show you, like, I'm young, healthy, vibrant. I work really hard. I do so much stuff. I'm very healthy. It's not affected by life. I'm very able to do everything I do. It's not made me sick or unhealthy or anything like that. So a lot of people take kratom to get off of drugs, like whether if they're withdrawing or as a way to detox and like stay clean. It's like people that use Suboxone or something like that. Like a lot of the time you'll feel physical effects from getting off of heroin, and kratom helps make that pain easier, that physical pain. I mean, I know kratom isn't a permanent solution, but I think kratom certainly helps, and I think it's the most useful tool that nature has given us, whatever. But I mean, I think there's other options, and I think, you know, I belong to a group online that's like Kratom, whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of people in there that have gotten off heroin. Drug addiction has always been a big problem, and I feel like now it seems like it's worse than ever. And I don't know why, because I know the government does so much to like stop it, but I just feel like they're in bed with big pharmaceutical companies, and they are paid to, I mean, big business runs the world, politics, those people are in control of things, and they don't make good decisions. They make decisions based off of like what seems right, like logically, realistically, money wise. So it's like obviously the government is in bed with pharmaceutical companies, and pharmaceutical companies want people to be hooked on things that are prescribed to. They want them to be taking medicine that's considered legal, even though you can die from the medicine that you take. You can go to the store and you can get NyQuil, you can get sleeping pills, Dramamine, whatever. You can get it, you can take it, and you can die from it, right? But, you know, here's something like Kratom. You can't die from taking Kratom. Like, the government even making this illegal is crazy, but the fact that it's a Schedule 1 substance is just absurd. I mean, it's completely absurd. I think if the government tries to touch this, our addiction problem is going to become even greater. And I know that might seem like extreme or dramatic or like completely illogical, but it's not. I really do think that by doing this, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to, you know, suffer. You know, I'm not somebody that's ever had a drug problem. I don't take this for that, but I can say that honestly, it's made my life so much better. You know, I've lost some people to drug addiction. I don't know, it's uneasy talking about it. I understand it, you know, I've come from a dark past and I understand it. Like, I'll never know what's going on in others' heads, what they experience, and their perspective on life and like their thought process, but I just hope that everybody that is or has ever struggled with addiction is okay and somehow can find a way to manage it. And I think if there's going to be something out there that they prescribe to people, I think it should be Kratom. I really do. Kratom is something that people use to get off drugs or to sort of like Suboxone or just like sort of detox. You know, a lot of people that I know, you know, some of them are okay, which is rare. Most of the time, that's not the case, you know. Um, you don't expect it, but with drugs like heroin and pills and cocaine, you don't expect to die. That's not the plan, but it happens, you know? Nobody's ever died from kratom. Nobody's ever died from marijuana. You can't die from eating too much ice cream. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna feel dizzy, nauseous, throw up, like whatever. But it's like nobody's died from weed. Nobody. Like, but a Schedule 1 substance, like that's right up there with heroin, meth, crack, cocaine. Just pretty much like I don't like seeing people suffer. I hate it. I hate seeing people go through hard times and be low. And I want everybody to be well and okay. Talking about it, like that it's even a thing. I mean, I understand because like you don't want people abusing something. Obviously, you can abuse anything, but you know, there's people that go into the hospital and call poison control because their kids have eaten Tide Pods. Like, where are you going to draw the line? Like, what's the logic? I don't think that they really know what kratom is. I think they just quickly did something out of fear or from hearing it or from it becoming a thing that people use to instead of, you know, pills. And I think that that sort of scared them and pharmaceutical companies paid them off. That's what I think. And it's probably true. I'm just really sick of the government sabotaging its people. And I feel like we know what's best for us and we can make that decision. And not everybody does, but if we're given the chances and the opportunities and freedom to do so, I believe that we will. There's 70,000 people that have signed this petition below. I'm going to link the petition down below, and if you want to sign it, go sign it. I don't think it matters. I think just reach out to your congressman. If you know somebody that's ever struggled with addiction, if you know what I'm talking about, if you know what kratom is, look it up, tell people about it. tweet this at a congressman, at a senator, at like a local senator or representative. Tweet this at Obama, Hillary, whatever. Like, spread this around. Um, get this trending. Send this to somebody. I'm going to put a link to the petition below, and I'm also going to give you the number if you want to call a congressman um, and talk about this. I don't think there's a, I mean, there might be a deadline to do this, or but call anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what day it is, whatever. So here's the number. I'll put that in the link below. 202-224-3121. So yeah, again, 202-224-3121. Call them. Like, this is something that we need to do. I really think that this needs to be brought to their attention and stopped. Ironic is that I came back from a funeral today. My friend had passed away, and it's like, I heard about that whole kratom thing, and then that happened, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, I'm angry. I'm so angry. Because I feel like it's not just that person's problem. It's a collective conscious. I think it's like the world's problem, and I hate seeing people down, and I hate seeing people suffer, and I just want everybody to be well. I want them to be okay. I want them to be happy, and I feel like this is maybe a step in the right direction. So please sign the petition, call your congressman, have some fun with it. Spread this around to anybody you know. Share it in a status, tweet it at somebody in power, because I think right now they're making some off decisions and not fully thinking about consequences. If you want to ask me anything about kratom, feel free to tweet me at LexaTerrestrial, and also facebook.com/LexaTerrestrial. Thanks for listening, and yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up. I love you guys. Bye. Like, okay, thank you.